could be deep in the middle because there's ice damming right here. That's definitely ice damming across there.
Not only did it snow, it is snowing.
Hello again, I'm Mike, and welcome to another session of Ultimate Bush Therapy. On this trip, I'm on the Annie Lake Road. I've never been here. I've lived in the Yukon for 14 years. I've never been down this road to Annie Lake or the Wheaton River. And you'll see this sign right here. Notice no bridge crossing on the Annie Lake Road at Becker Creek, kilometer 36.8, and Wheaton River, kilometer 44.1. My hope is, it looks like on Google Earth, my hope is there's two really nice camp spots that are at Becker Creek, like on Becker Creek, just before you would have to cross Becker Creek. So we'll see. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful up here. I'm excited to finally see some new terrain, and it's close to my house too. I think I'm like 45 minutes away from my home, just turning onto Annie Lake Road. So let's get to it. So a quick stop at Watson Creek here, have a look. There's the water flow there. Oh, a house right there. Nice creek. Yeah, it's called the Watson River. And that runs into Bennett Lake and Carcross. Can't really see a good spot to get a look at Annie Lake, so I'm going to throw the drone up here and we'll get a nice look at the lake while there's a bit of sunshine. And yeah, there's supposed to be a few inches of snow coming, so a bit of, you know, some snowfall in the forecast, especially up where I'm going in the mountains here. So, well, enjoy the sun while we can. We're at the final bridge, so it's really not that far to where I plan on camping, so that's cool. I'm gonna throw the drone up here real quick. I'm not sure what river this is, if it's the Becker or if it must be the Wheaton, and the Becker runs into the Wheaton, and this is the Wheaton down further. I'm pretty sure it's got to be. We'll have to look at the map to find out. I think this might be one of the potential campsites I was looking at on Google Earth. Just gonna roll in here. I still want to go where the bridge, up to where the bridge is washed out, but we got to check out the campsites on our way, because then we can come back to any of these spots potentially to camp. There is a fire pit here. There's a couple of them. There's right along the side of the creek. Camping up in the forest here. Yeah, I mean, it'll do if this'll do if I need it, but hopefully we'll find something a little bit better, where there's not an embankment to the down to the creek, but we'll see. I'm starting to think this isn't one of the spots that I was looking at, because it doesn't quite look right, but this is definitely a camp spot if I need it. Cool. You can see in the springtime, you would not want to be necessarily parked here, because this probably washes out in the spring. But beauty view of the river from here. Oh, fire pit. Yeah, you can see the edges are icing up pretty good. I definitely will not be doing a river crossing on this trip. Look at those beauty mountains too. I suspect tomorrow that those mountains will be white. It's just starting to snow, little flakes right now, or a few flakes, a little bigger flakes, but yeah, I'm supposed to get several inches overnight. So we'll see when we wake up in the morning if all these mountains are white when we drive out. That would be super cool. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I don't think any of these spots I'm seeing are the campsites I was looking at on Google Earth, which means potentially there's some couple of really nice spots coming up here. Well, as much as I'd love to keep going, there's no way it is safe to cross that. You're gonna blow out a tire. Could be deep in the middle because there's ice damming right here. That's definitely ice damming across there. Yeah, that's not happening. I've been there before with Brutus and I ended up beating him up really bad, having to get unstuck. It was very stupid. And we're not ever going to do that again. Beauty though, we got some overflow on the ice, slowly building the ice higher and higher. That's really cool. All right. Let's go find a campsite, get some firewood, get a nice fire going. I'm ready to chill out. A camp spot here. It's up high off the river, but maybe it's a nice vantage point. Yeah, about 2-3 inches of snow. Yeah, 2 inches. It'd be a nice vantage point. We'll have a look. A little fire pit over there. Sure sounds nice. To follow the rolling rumble of the creek down there. I was hoping to be pretty much on the creek. Yeah, not quite what I'm looking for. But the view, oh man, the view is amazing. I mean, this is a potential spot still. There's a little fire pit right there, and there's a flat enough spot here to put my camper and truck and camper for sure. Definitely no firewood around here at all, but I can go down the road and gather some if need be. But there's a couple other spots that I'm going to check along the way here. Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of it. There's a campsite here, but I think it's up on the hill again. Not close. Oh, I gotta watch out. Scratch the camper up on the trees there. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Right up on the edge of the mountain. Oh, there's some, looks like some sheep up there or something. Let's have a look. Let's go see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You won't be able to see them with the GoPro, but right up there, there's like 5 sheep. Let's see. Cool. Well, that was cool to see some sheep up there. I don't have a great camera for zooming in, but we zoomed in enough. A little shaky, but that was cool. Finally some wildlife on one of my adventures. I don't see too much wildlife, but you think you'd see it all the time. I'm in the Yukon, but I just found a spot that looks super promising. It's right by the road, but it's also right by the creek. So, I don't know, it looks very promising. Definitely could find a flat enough spot for my camper, I think. Big old fire pit. We'll have to go a bit further to search for some firewood, but yeah, I mean, there's the creek there. At least there's access to the creek. Well, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Well, it's not a bad view either. All right, I had to face forward. The creek's over there in the fire pit, but back of the camper's over there. That's fine. I'm not that concerned about that. I just want to be fairly flat and level. Not a big fan of this fire pit. It's just a whole bunch of giant rocks piled up really high. Bunch of old scrap wood in there. Clean up this fire pit a little bit. Well, it's not perfect, but that's a whole lot better. Gotta go for a tour, see if I can find some good quality wood to burn. I want to have a pretty big fire throughout the evening here. But we can hear the creek. Access is close by. There's definitely not going to be firewood very close by, but I'm going to go for a tour and find out. Okay, get some gloves and the little electric chainsaw and see if we can't go get some firewood. There's a nice chunk of spruce here. We'll take that for sure. Oh, there's a big dead standing, but it's just too big. We'll take the small one right now though. pretty nice camp. Gotta say, I like it. It's a little close to the road, but there's not a lot of traffic. We're at the end of the road. I mean, the bridge is washed out, so this will do nicely. All right, fire's going. Gonna settle in. Just hang out by the fire for an hour, take a break. Just did a bunch of firewood, split a bunch of wood. And it's time for a rest. Yeah, we'll make some dinner in a bit, another hour or so. Gonna make some dinner. That's gonna be a pretty easy, simple dinner tonight. And maybe we get lucky. Yeah, I don't think so. I was gonna say maybe we get lucky for some northern lights, but it's supposed to snow tonight. Like a few inches, but I don't know for sure. Because I'm up a very specific valley with very steep mountains on either side. Might get lucky it doesn't snow here. Or might get lucky and it does snow here. I mean, it would be cool to wake up to all the mountains covered in a few inches of snow. That would be amazing. Yeah. It's been a good day. It's a cool place. I mean, I'm glad I came. It's very, very mountainous, like very big, tall mountains. You're right deep in the valleys, which is super cool. Yeah, I'm surprised I've never been up here before. There's not a lot of places to go. It's kind of limiting, but it's very pretty. And I have some friends that were up here a couple weeks ago paragliding. Apparently, I don't know Tally Ho Mountain. They've been paragliding off of. So anyway, I don't know where that is, but it's up here somewhere. Alright, time to come inside into the warmth for a bit. Fire's going, I stoked it up. Probably make some dinner, relax in here for a bit, and then go sit by the fire for a little while after dark. Okay, get some dinner going. Okay, we are making a very simple dinner tonight, but it's gonna be really good. We're just gonna make a can of Campbell's tomato soup with some spices, and we're going to be putting some Bradbury's Redwood smoked cheddar in there, and some Kerrygold Reserve Irish cheddar. And this is going to be simple, absolutely delicious. My nice little rickety can opener. Let's hope it works. It's working so far. Nice. Okay, we'll do a full can of water. Just gonna stir it up in here just to clean the can of more of the tomato soup. Stir that up a little bit. Okay, got that on the stove. Warming up. Just like that. Cut up a little bit of this cheese. Nice and chunky too. You'll see why. And we're going to be eating a lot of cheese tonight. I have never had this Kerrygold Irish cheddar. First time trying it. that's really good. And yeah, I'm going to talk with my mouth full. Soup is almost warmed up. It doesn't take very long. I mean, you wouldn't think this would be a meal, but it's a meal, trust me. And a damn good one. Okay, soup is almost ready. We got to chunk up this cheese into little blocks. And then you got to make sure it doesn't stick all together. And yeah, that's a lot of cheese, but that's what we need. Look at that. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Some salt and some pepper. Nice. Okay, we can basically turn that off. And one last thing we need is a little Louisiana hot sauce. Just to get a nice little bit of vinegar and spice in there. Not too much, but a little bit. We want to add the cheese to the bowl. Like so. Oh, that's so much cheese. Holy smokes. And then we basically just pour that tomato soup over all that cheese. And that might seem crazy, but I'm telling you, it is going to be amazing. There we have it. It's really hot, so it's perfect. It's just softening up that cheese, letting it melt. That is going to be delicious. Let's dig in. It's going to be hot, but I'm going to have a little sip anyway. Oh, it's so good. Try some of that smoky cheese. Oh, wow. Yeah, I see that bite with all that cheese on there. Oh. Holy, that looks just amazing. So good. Look a mess on myself. You get a nice pepperiness to the soup when you take a slurp, and then that Louisiana, that vinegary Louisiana gives it this nice bite, and then sometimes you get a piece of that cheese, that smoky cheese, and it's just amazing. Wow. Just exploding with flavor. Like, it's, you think basic tomato soup isn't going to be that good or that filling. All right, I'm going to enjoy my dinner, and I'll see you around the campfire in a little bit. All right, we got the fire stoked up. Hang out by the fire for an hour or so. What is that? A marble. That's cool. When was the last time you've seen a marble? Well, that was a decent week at work. Stamina's getting better, getting a little stronger every day. Still getting little twinges where the surgery in my back was, but I'm like so much better. Like, which is really helping me mentally. Like, feeling way less depression, way less anxiety. I'm happy to go to work. Like, I'm actually enjoying going to work again, where I was dreading it for the longest time. So, yeah, moving leaps and bounds for sure. Just trying to be patient and appreciative. Glad that my health's bouncing back. Now I just got to get other things in my life in order, and it should be good again. I should be positive and healthy and moving forward again. This has been a bit of a hiccup. Back surgery, the emergency surgery, but I'm doing all right. Getting better every day. Well, it's that time again where it's time to put the camera and the lights away, stop looking at the world through a lens, and just sit here and enjoy the fire. And in a bit, I'm going to head in, read some more of Shantaram. It's a big book. I'm still reading it. And hopefully get a good night's sleep. It's only supposed to get down to -5 tonight. It's supposed to snow, like 3 inches of snow, but not necessarily where I am. They were calling for that in Whitehorse, but I'm not that far from Whitehorse. And I'm kind of in line with the weather of Whitehorse. But we'll see. That could be kind of cool, waking up to nice snow. Anyway, have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's too much. Oh, why is it so bright? Oh, good morning. Whoo-wee. Oh. Well, that was a nice night. Yeah, sitting by the fire. I made a big fire too, just big, hot. Oh, it was so nice. Oh, my delicious, simple dinner. That was really good. All right, time to look out the window and let's see if it snowed. No way. Not only did it snow, it is snowing. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm stoked. Super cool. Well, it feels like winter has finally arrived. We've had the best fall. Excuse me. It's been such a great fall, just mild conditions. Like we're into, I think it's like November 9th or 10th right now. And it's just been mild conditions. Lake's still open. We haven't had basically any snow, like a tiny bit of snow. Anyway, it's time to get up. I can't linger at camp today. I got dinner plans with the neighbors, and I'm the one cooking the pork roast, so I got to get home. So let's get up, get packed up, and go for a drive in the snow. Our first real drive in the snow this year. This is awesome. Fresh snow. Okay, looking forward to it. Yeah. Kick some snow off my step.
Got inches of snow. Look at that. That's got to be 3.5 inches of snow that we got already, and it's still snowing. This is amazing. Beautiful. Now it feels like winter has arrived. I've been ready. I'm ready for snow. I'm ready for snowmobiling. I'm ready for ice fishing, winter camping, which is kind of a new thing to me. I've never done any winter camping. Once or twice, and I never liked it, but do some hot tent camping this year. That's gonna be really cool, I think. Just being able to give me access to new places with the snowmobile because I can stay out there when I go. Look at this. I gotta be careful how I step here. Awesome. Oh yeah, there's like ice and snow floating in the river. So cool. It's really coming down too. I'm looking forward to the drive home. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, well, let's get camp packed up. Go for a little drive to see what the road's looking like. See if I can get up this hill without skiing backwards. Oh yeah. My nice little camp just looks all that much prettier in the snow. Old Brutus and Lance, they're looking good. Beautiful, amazing. Got some eager beavers there. Get 4 inches of snow, they're already out on the snowmobiles. That's cool. I hope to do the same very soon. We'll see how much snow we get in the next week. If we get, you know, 8 or 10 inches of snow, I'll definitely try to get out on a little adventure with the snowmobile, but I can wait a bit longer. Usually I start in December. This is awesome. Just a winter wonderland. Wow. I don't know if you can see that, but down in the bottom of the creek, you can see ice and snow piling up on the bottom. That wasn't there yesterday. You can see that on the rocks under the water is starting to freeze. Wow. And that makes sense. That's how you get the rivers will come up higher and higher in the winter. And that's obviously why they freeze on the bottom, and that raises the water level up above the ice. And that's how you get overflow that'll come on top of the ice. Wow. I've actually never witnessed that before. That's awesome. Crazy. And I just realized I left the furnace on in the camper. I got to jump in there and turn it off. Wow. It is coming down. This is awesome. Winter is finally here. You can see all the snow floating on the river. That's really something cool to see. Amazing. All covered in snow. Holy smokes. Whoa, whoa. I'm skiing. Look at that, just slush. That's gonna start freezing up for sure. Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining me on another session of Ultimate Bush Therapy. Winter's finally here. This is really cool. Looking forward to doing some winter camping, ice fishing, snowmobiling, and taking you along for the ride. I'll see you on the next adventure.
Thank you for joining me on this session of Ultimate Bush Therapy. I hope this video helped earn your subscription today. If you're interested in supporting more of this content and learning more about me, please visit ultimatebushtherapy.com.